What's up? My name is Cristian Machado, and you are watching Good Company with Scott Bowling.
Hey guys, my name's Scott Bowling, and I'm with the man, Cristian Machado. Dude, El Nino, brand new band, Lions at the Gate. Man, I love this new song you got out, man, Human.
Thank you, brother.
Dude, thank you for being here, by the way. This is awesome.
Man, it's a blessing to be here. I love your spot, dude.
Thanks, man. You, I grew up listening to you. Like, man, I was thinking your first, the first El Nino album came out like what, 20 years ago or something?
20, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhat 20 years ago, 21 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man, it's been a crazy ride, but blessed to be a musician and
Yeah.
you know, still be able to do music is a blessing in itself.
That's cool, man. I'm glad, like, finally got you to fly out here, man. This pandemic's kind of over.
And it's the first travel I've done since it happened.
Is it?
So
Yeah.
at least it feels like, are we bending the corner now?
You brought your daughter with you today?
Yeah, she's having a blast.
Yeah. How old is she now?
7 years old.
7 years old, man.
Yeah,
That's
man,
good.
I'm blessed to have a 7-year-old, smart, and tortures me every once in a while, but what kid doesn't torture their
I
parent
know,
once
dude.
in a while?
Yeah, we're just talking about her iPad, man. That's like a savior right there, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Especially for like road trips.
For sure. I had to keep her off of it the whole day so that she could at least focus when we're here.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, my kids lose their mind when the power's dying on there. Dude, I love this first demo album you got out, man. But this is the demo, right? Or is this
Yeah, that was the demo.
So you kind of shopped this around. This came out when, like 98 or something?
99, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Or 98, it might have been 98, I'm not 100%.
How long did it take you guys to record this? I mean, it's
It was a quick recording. We did it in like a friend's studio.
yeah.
It was the humble beginnings. We weren't paying attention too much to the production. We kept it as raw as I think you could keep recordings. And it probably took less than a week.
Did it?
But we had, at least I had the songs written and we kind of worked out arrangements for them before we got there.
And this is the first time you were singing, right? Like, was this, because you used to play bass.
Yeah, and on this demo and on the first album, I played bass.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow, you play bass and sing the same?
No, well, on the demo I did, but on the album, I just tracked the bass.
Okay.
We had a bass player at the time,
Yeah.
but for some reason the producer felt, well, you maybe have a better feel for these songs.
Oh, okay.
So I wound up playing bass on it, but after that, just pretty much vocals.
How long? Like,
Which was odd in itself, being a bass player. It's like, oh, I'm a singer now?
dude, that's awesome, man. When did you realize you could sing? Do you just like, you need to sing or
Man,
something?
I don't think I ever did.
It?
I still think I can't sing. I'm still like, I gotta learn more things. I gotta grow.
Dude, I've heard your acoustic album, man. That's tight.
Thank you.
There's some good singing going on there.
Thank you. I'm still learning, man.
Yeah.
I consider myself more of a songwriter than like a vocalist, but I'm blessed that I'm able to do it and at least have some kind of melodic sensibility.
Yeah, dude. When I used to see you guys play live, it was this album. I saw you guys at like a Masquerade, I think, or the Tabernacle. Probably Masquerade, yeah.
Okay.
But man, this is a killer record, dude.
Yeah,
One step up, man. It's awesome.
That album definitely will have a soft spot in my heart forever.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of those songs are very personal and, written, like in my mom's basement, basically.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I mean, it's a record that people still like to this day.
Yeah, dude.
I'm blessed that people took to it when it first came out. But we also have I have a lot of gratitude for what Roadrunner Records did for the band. When we came out, we were lucky to be on a label that was international and really had their metal promotion.
Yeah, you guys have been so
done the right
stoked
way.
on Roadrunner.
Yeah. No, it was a dream come true.
Yeah.
I remember being a young musician and telling my friends, well, the only cool label is Roadrunner Records. If I'm ever gonna have my band that I play in be signed, it could only be Roadrunner Records.
You're right.
Like that metalhead mentality. Like,
Yeah.
no, you big labels are all...
And you guys did you guys travel like in a van or something? Or like, what did they give you tour support wise?
Well, the story is actually funny. We started out in a minivan, never got to the first show. And then eventually we got an RV. And when we started the tour with the RV, we missed the first couple of shows again. So Roadrunner
How'd
Records.
you miss them?
We kept having mechanical issues with our vehicles.
Uh-huh.
But I think it was just also part of being ignorant and trying to own a tour vehicle and not knowing what it takes to actually keep a tour vehicle running.
Yeah.
And after a certain time, Roadrunner Records just got fed up and they were like, you guys got to get out of your own vehicles. We're going to give you tour support and you could now lease a bus. So that felt like a huge accomplishment, just going from like the complete mess of a band that couldn't even get to shows to actually being on a bus and not having to be responsible. Like the bus driver is going to get you there.
Yes.
So it felt like a huge accomplishment.
And you guys are
doing
super
that.
young, right? I mean, how old were you around this time? Was this like...
I was like 25, 26, 27.
Okay.
When we first got signed, I was like 25.
Dude, that's like, I've never, I don't know what it's like being in a bus with a bunch of dudes like every night. I mean, you guys all get along. I mean, was it cool? Cool vibe?
Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like camping with your homies for a while. And then...
But not showering or anything.
No.
That's so rough, man.
Even though I've seen our dudes in bands showering together, like,
Oh,
hey,
really?
it's just what you got to do.
Yeah, man.
There's only 2 shower stalls and they're next to each other.
Do you shower at the venue? Like, is that... Or on the bus? The bus have one?
Sometimes buses have showers. But I'll say this. In Europe, the venues are known for always usually having a shower. In the US, at the club theater, it could be a crapshoot whether there's a shower or even a bathroom in the venue.
Oh my God. Not even a bathroom.
Sometimes, man,
And you guys toured a while on that too, right?
We did about 3 years of touring.
Man.
Almost 3 years of touring.
Yeah, man. I remember seeing you guys a bunch back in the day. I mean, were you touring with, were you guys touring with Drowning Pool?
We did a tour with Drowning Pool. Actually, I think that Drowning Pool tour was incredibly helpful for the band.
Oh, yeah.
Because after that, we were able to get on Ozfest, and I think that the lead up to that was the Jägermeister tour with Drowning Pool and Cold Chamber.
Oh, yes.
And I mean, God bless his soul, Dave Williams is the one that made that happen for us. He was a fan of the band. And
Were you close to him? I mean, did you guys hang out and stuff?
we did a lot on tour,
awesome.
man. I mean, he was incredibly generous dude. He knew that we hardly had any tour support. We couldn't afford hotel rooms. He would get us a hotel room on days off and things like that.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yeah, I know. And his only stipulation was that he had to be the DJ,
Oh, okay.
which was cool because he had a great taste in music, so we always enjoyed his DJing.
Dude, I love that. I love being the DJ here.
We just had to let him go to the room and DJ for us, which I thought was amazing. I was like, dude, you rule.
That's awesome. This album, man, this is like my favorite one, Confessions. I mean, this album was huge for me. I love this album.
Right on.
How do you feel about it? Do you ever listen to it?
I do. It's actually an awesome album. I think the first 2 records of my musical career were, as focused as we could have been at the time. And this record obviously has also a lot of personal songs, and
Yeah, man. Like
I was able to let go of some things and speak a little bit more openly and clearly about them.
Oh, really? Something you wouldn't have done on the first record, but you kind of warmed up and did it on here?
Yeah, I mean, possibly not on the first record. I think I was still uncomfortable with letting people know that I was speaking personally about things. And then later in my career, I realized I put out, worked on some albums where I was like, nah, let me talk about other topics and not make it so personal. And then I wound up realizing, oh, nah, I really only like my music if I'm making it personal, if it's something that I can feel genuine about.
Do you write all the lyrics, or do you have like other guys in the band back then? Did they help, or was this all you? Writing all the personal stuff, I guess.
Oh, I wrote all the lyrics. I mean, I wrote about 80% of the music on both of the first albums.
Yeah, man, this is a killer record.
I was, I guess, a songwriter. Like I said, I was mainly a songwriter. I never considered myself a great vocalist, even though the guys in the band were like pushing me and saying like, no, you're doing good, man. It's all right, you sound good. I was like, I'm a bass player, not a singer. This is so weird.
Yeah.
But, they dug it.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
They dug it, and they supported me in the process. I probably wouldn't have become a singer if...
Are you ever gonna go back to the bass?
I mean,
Maybe
I
a
could
side
still,
project or
I could
something?
still jam, dude.
Oh yeah.
I will pick up the
got
bass
basses
and play
here, man. I'm gonna
Primus.
jam for real. Can you do the slap pop? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool,
Yeah.
man. That was my first instrument, man. Was bass.
Oh, right
and I
on.
went to like percussion and stuff. So that's really neat.
That's awesome. Yeah.
dude.
I love the bass.
Do you ever play guitar?
I do, but I have like big hands and it's
Oh,
a
you
little
got the bass
clunky.
hands, dude.
But I do write on guitar.
Oh, you do?
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I saw on your acoustic album. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's super awesome. Dude, I've got to ask you this. You did a song with Chino from
We
Deftones.
did. We did. That's right.
Yes, you did
Probably
a
one
cover
of
of Faith No More.
Yeah, probably my favorite, one of my most favorite recording experiences. Was
Zombie
doing a track
Eaters.
with him.
Dude, that is insane underrated. And you did Red Rain, right? The
Yes, Red Rain.
cover. This is amazing, man. I mean, I was blown away, man. That cover song. You guys trading vocals.
Yeah, it was.
Did
Man,
you guys
it was
do
a
in
magical.
person, or was it?
Yeah, we were both in the same studio when it happened.
How come there's no footage of that, man? Is there?
I don't know. It was recorded during a time where BTS wasn't as popular, I suppose.
Well, yeah. So you were working with, like, you were like watching Chino do his thing, man.
Yeah, no, that was a magical thing to go through, and it was a friend of ours that was his friend that told him we were doing a Faith No More cover, and when he told him what song we were doing, he was immediately interested in wanting to hear it, and he played him the instrumental, and he thought it was really, really good, and he came down to the studio, hung out for an entire day, nailed his vocal parts.
You guys just talked about what part you're gonna sing. I mean, you guys blend in so well, you know. Like,
Well, we both sang the entire song,
Oh, you
and then
did?
it was blended afterwards.
oh, I see. So they
Yeah,
mixed
yeah.
it. Yeah. Oh,
But I
that's
guess we probably did that just to know which parts we each sounded different in or unique enough to where
Yeah.
they could be chosen better.
Dude, whose idea was it to pick that song in particular? I mean, that's like a deep.
That was me,
Oh, that's cool, man.
but
I absolutely love that album.
it was a suggestion that came out of a deep conversation with Doc Coyle about
Oh, I love Doc. Man.
what Faith No More songs bands don't cover because it's just too much
Dude,
of a
yeah.
risk that you take by covering Faith No More.
Yeah.
And that was one of the songs, and I remember being on tour with God Forbid, and Doc Coyle was like, Zombie Eaters, you know, nobody will ever cover that song because, you know, you gotta have big cojones to cover that song. And it came out of that, and then I wind up realizing in my head, wow, the acoustic intro part, we could make a cool thing out of it, and
Yeah.
the groove in it was just so, it's one of my favorite Faith No More songs.
Yeah, dude, me too, man. I love that. I love that song. I love the album. Awesome. Did you ever play that live, or is that? I mean, that's like.
We never did.
Yeah,
we
that's-
never did. I wish we would have. I suggested it a lot, but you know, sometimes in band atmospheres, it's hard to get everybody to agree on one decision,
Yes.
and it probably was that. You know, a couple of guys maybe didn't want to play it, and I don't know. I wish we would have.
Yeah. Do you ever do Red Rain? I mean, I mean, that was an amazing cover too.
No. I don't know why we never paid attention to the covers live, but we probably should have.
Oh man, it's cool. I love it, dude.
We probably should have, because listening back to the songs, we did them really well. I think, you know. I mean, we didn't do them perfect. I still hear little mistakes in there and
Yeah,
everything.
dude,
but
it's killer, man. I love it, dude. I love it, man.
right on.
And this, I guess, was this after the cover songs and the acoustic?
The cover songs came right after this album.
Oh, okay, I mixed them up. My bad. This means war.
Yeah, I mean, this album was.
This is war. Yeah.
This album was, you know, the band beginning to work together a little bit more.
Oh, you guys getting along and everything?
Yeah, we were trying to write together more as a team, trying to gel, to find our own kind of unique balance in between the members.
Yeah.
But still a cool creative process. I wasn't as attached to it. I was a little bit more open-minded and wanted everybody to feel like, okay, you know, let's create songs together. Let's get everybody's input. And I think it worked out great on some songs like De La Vida. I thought it was amazing, which
Yeah.
Jardel wrote some riffs. Jardel had some killer riffs on this album.
Yeah.
And I think there wasn't any, I think Jardel had written some great riffs on this album.
Do you ever write, since you're a bass player, I mean, do you ever write riffs too? Or do you add, I mean, back then when you were with these guys?
Yeah. I mean, on the first two albums, I wrote 80% of the riffs on the first two records. And then we arranged them together. Mark Rizzo, who is an amazing guitar player,
Yes, we gotta talk about him.
was incredibly helpful to showing I wasn't a guitar player, but I wrote on guitar. And he was great at taking it and adding like little sounds and squeals and things like that. That really brought it to a new level.
Yeah, dude, he's phenomenal, man.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
absolutely. He's blessed as a guitar player, dude. I mean, that dude could shred.
Yes, he's got a whole album like that, just shredding, right?
Yeah. I think a couple of them. I think he puts them out.
Yeah. We need to get you one, man, where you shred on bass. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Where's the bass?
Oh yeah, dude. We'll do it right now. All right, man. So we got a couple more here we'll talk about. Then we're gonna talk about your acoustic stuff and your latest album. What was this like, man?
Well, that was an album that definitely we experimented a lot. I don't know if you could call it identity crisis, where we were like, where are we going? You know, where's the growth musically of what we should do and what we feel good about?
Right.
So it was an album where we wanted to experiment as much as possible. We did more Latin stuff on it. We had some heavy songs, but also some very light songs. And it was fun. It was a fun album. We recorded in LA. That was a great experience, right next to Korn's recording studio.
Did you see those guys?
Yeah, saw them a lot, almost every day outside the studio.
What album were they working? Do you remember what they were working on?
They were working with the one with Atticus that produced it.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I forgot the name.
I
of it.
know the album cover. I can't.
But
think of the
I
name.
remember because Atticus was there too a lot.
Yeah.
We saw him at the studio a lot.
Oh, that's cool, man. Very cool. We got Dead New World.
Yeah, that was our first Victory Records album. And that's me, Dave,
is it?
and no, I'm kidding.
I was like,
No, I'm kidding. That was our first Victory Records album. And we tried, I mean, some of the interesting things about it, we did a completely different tuning than we had ever played with before. And that was different and unique. I guess it gave us a different sound. We didn't realize it then, but now hearing it back, I realized, wow, okay, I can understand it's in a different tuning and you can notice the difference between that and other albums. And it was a little bit more metallic, I think, than the record before. Just really trying to find the things as musicians that helped us gel.
yeah.
Instead of made us, more different.
Yeah, I got to go back and revisit this album, man. I've never heard it in a while. And then this last one, I'm missing one of the last album they did, but what's going on with this one?
This album, I think we wanted to go back to some of the roots of what we used to do. There's a little bit more percussive tribal elements there.
Right.
That I think
I love that too, man. The percussion, dude. That's killer.
Yeah, on this album, I felt it was really important for us to explore that a little bit more. And on this album, I was also blessed. I recorded the drums and recorded the percussion at a studio that I have in New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
So I got really involved with this one, and Dan Corniff mixed it. His mix was really, really good. Some really, really cool songs on there. I don't know if it was our best work, but definitely some great songs on there.
Yeah. I'm missing the last album that came after this.
The Till Death?
Yes. What was that, man?
That one was fun. Again, we went for a really metallic kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that still trying to experiment with different sounds and trying to find our own niche again, or trying to reinvent our niche maybe. And Aru had a bunch of songs on it. He worked really extremely hard on that album, Till Death La Familia. He did all the guitars and wrote a lot of songs on the album and put a lot of hours into working on the album. Yeah.
Damn, so do you guys know Aru from back in the day? Because wasn't he like in a death metal band before, like Machine Head? I think Machine Head was when I first heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a Bay thrash metal band, and was in the Bay Area thrash metal scene for a while. I think that's how him and the guys from Machine Head knew each other.
Oh yeah.
And
from Rock.
we knew Aru from Machine Head, from touring with Machine Head. Which
that's how you met him, just touring Machine Head.
Yeah.
That must have been cool, touring Machine Head.
Oh, dude, it was amazing. For what it did for our career, going on a European Machine Head tour, it was massive.
Oh, okay.
For a baby band to get any kind of Machine Head tour, is a blessing. And we were able to do Fear Factory and Machine Head in the U.S. Do that tour. I don't know if it was called Roadrunner Road Rage, not sure. But they took us to Europe, man, and it allowed us to be an international band. Opening up for Machine Head in Europe
God, man, what's that like, dude?
Any band that's doing decent to really establish pretty well.
Did you guys tour in Europe before that, or was that the first time?
No, that was our first tour. It was going over and opening for Machine Head.
That is so killer, dude.
It was us, Machine Head, and Skindred.
Skindred, I remember them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I gotta get
up. That tour was a trip, man.
Oh, was it?
To be a baby band and opening up for Machine Head.
Yeah, how nervous were you, man?
The kind of crowds that they have out there is crazy.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I was pretty nervous. and Rob would tease me every once in a while because I was still a rookie when we started. I didn't know a lot of things. He would be like, I could tell you're still a rookie.
You say that?
You tease me every once in a while. But you know what? It was growth that I needed to do. And it's like between musicians, sometimes you need a little push like that to really go and, you know, take a look at yourself or really become critical of what you're doing and what steps you need to take to grow more. And to have a musician be honest with you like that is actually almost unheard of. Most musicians will just tell each other whatever they want to hear. So to have a musician to be honest and be like, hey, you know, tonight wasn't your best night, or I could tell you're still a rookie. But I look back and I'm blessed by moments like that of any musician that has come into my life and allowed me a little bit of guidance from their insight.
I heard Aru on his podcast on Rob Flynn's. That was a great interview, man. I think you guys should go on tour again with him. How cool would that be?
Man, that would be amazing.
Yeah, take lines.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, man, go back to Europe if
hopefully
if COVID ever opens up.
Hopefully, man, that would be amazing to do that. I mean, to have our first European tour in El Nino have been Machine Head, to have our first Lions at the Gate tour with Machine Head would be just
oh my god,
insanely ironic, and I'd be so blessed.
Like full circle with Aru, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and him and Rob get along. They're homies, and Aru goes to see them all the time when they go around, and I think that's how it should be. You know, when people separate from bands, it should be, hey, look, this doesn't work, and we don't need any drama over it. And
you're both adults.
Yep.
That's cool, man. I like the bond. Hey, look at this. How was it like, man, doing your own thing? I mean,
Man, it was a trip. It was a trip. It was scary. It was risky. Dude. Yeah, it was scary, risky.
I mean, you strip everything down. You got a guitar, Die Alone. Man, that was. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, man, it was a risky move, but I felt, you know what, if I'm gonna allow some of the songwriting that I do shine, now is the time to do it. You know, and you know,
was that something that
a lot of songs written at home and me just on a guitar writing.
Oh yeah, and you're playing
very
guitar.
Personal, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, I got something for you, man. See, look at this. Nathan is the man. Boom.
Oh, dude.
See, here we go. I haven't given one of these out in a while.
Yo.
Look at that. Oh, we're homies now, man.
Dude, that looks amazing.
Die Alone, man.
You know how impressed my daughter's gonna be when she sees that hanging up?
Oh yeah, you're a rock star. That's your dad.
She's always asking me, like, some of her favorite songs, like she likes Queen and Van Halen a lot. She also likes electronic music, but she'll always ask me, how much money did this song make? Like she'll hear, you know, Bohemian Rhapsody and be like, how much money did this song make? When she asked me about Queen, I was like, Queen? At least $500 million.
That's awesome. That's funny. She was like, you ever play with Queen or something, you know?
I think I told her, well, after the movie they put out, definitely at least $500 million.
Man, look at this good-looking guy right there, man.
Hey, man, you know, just a metalhead with some long hair.
Dude.
That's different.
Right. I love the video you guys did, man.
Thank you, brother.
The video's killer, man. Is the whole album done?
The whole album is done. It's been done for about a year. We've been sitting on it, not knowing if we should put out music or not really pitching it to labels, not really showing anybody other than like close friends.
Yeah, it seemed like a secret, man.
I'd love to send it to you.
I'd love to hear it.
Check it out.
Definitely.
But we're blessed. Everything's starting to roll really good now, and we wanted to release a song just to basically let people know the name of the band.
Yeah.
And let kind of brand the name of the band. And it turned out being a really cool experience. Everybody has really digested it really well, and I think we're blessed. The fans are digging it.
Yeah, man. You're like marketing team or whatever. It's killer, man. I mean, they're releasing. You got the videos, all this stuff coming out, man. It's awesome.
We have a couple of close friends that are helping.
Yeah.
We're incredibly blessed, man. Our homie Sean, who's doing all the content and the cool little things, and we're getting help from a couple of people in the industry, but not really. It's just a team of like 2 or 3 people.
Oh, okay. How hard was it to pick that first single out? I mean,
man, it was tough.
Was it?
It was tough.
Yeah, that's all I've heard. I don't know what the rest sounds like.
It was tough. It was really tough. The whole album is phenomenal, and I mean, I'm not just trying to be a personal bias musician, but I'm pretty critical of my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't usually make albums and then wind up listening to my own music.
Right, you don't? That's, yeah.
I usually don't. But with the Lions at the Gate album, we recorded it during the pandemic, then we kind of stepped away from it. And every time I step away from it and come back, I could wind up realizing, wow, these songs really, really are good.
Oh, man.
I'm not just like, you know, like, oh, it was so fun, these are great. But I get to step away from it, come back and hear them again and go, no, this is really, really good.
Yeah.
And at least the few people that have heard it are really impressed. And
How long did it take you guys to record it again? Was it?
Literally, the recording process literally took 20 days for
That's
the
it?
entire album. Yeah, we did it in 2 10-day sessions.
Wow.
Kyle Liddell flew out to California in August of 2020, and we did 10 days then, and then he flew back out in September of 2020, and we finished it up then.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a pretty quickly recorded album,
Yeah.
but the focus was intense. The teamwork was amazing. There were no egos, and I think I really feel it's some of the best rock work that I've ever done. You know, I didn't write any of the songs on it, but I wrote the melodies and vocals, and so I got to kind of step away from songwriting, which was interesting and fun.
Yeah.
Well, not step away from songwriting entirely, but I got to just be a vocalist, you know?
Yeah, man.
Which I don't think I've ever really focused in that kind of way.
Yeah, dude. And this is like a new you got a new band and everything. It must be like a fresh start, you know, starting something brand new.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a blessing to be able to have a second chance, like I told you.
Yeah.
It really is. Anything could have happened, you know? I think that we all felt if we're gonna do a new band, we really have to put it all out there and do something that's great, or else why even do it? You know, there's enough competition out there, and there's enough bands to keep music listeners happy. So it really becomes about, let's give the people something really special.
Yes.
I think we did on this album. I hope that everybody feels the same. But hopefully, I'll let you check it out.
Yeah,
and
man.
I'd love for you to hear it.
I'd love to hear it. When's the next single gonna drop? Is that coming soon? Are you gonna release the whole album? Or are you gonna just slowly release singles?
I'm not 100% sure, only because we just recently got picked up by Shelter Music Group. So their insight might come into play now that the first song's out, name of the band is out there. But I think we want to try to get the right team involved. Possibly, you know, a label with radio promotion, a place we could call home as a band, really, you know. We're not gonna harp on being on a label. We have a great booking agent, Matt Pike at 33 West, and a great management company, Shelter Music Group. But, you know, we're not afraid of releasing the album on our own if we have to.
Oh, okay. Now you guys are gonna book some shows now. I mean, you got like what's your schedule like? I mean,
Definitely touring in 2020, 2022.
Cool. Oh, 22. So
Yeah,
no
yeah.
touring this year.
I don't think so. Most of the tours this year are already booked.
Yes.
We just released a single like a month and a half ago, so we're still a new band. We're lucky that we have some great people working with us, but I think we have to be patient, build it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe release another single, and then we could probably start looking at tours. But there's been talk of certain tours that would be super exciting to be on it if we could get confirmed for those.
Yeah, dude. I keep getting up, but I want you to introduce some of these guys. Like, who are they?
Sure.
We know Aru. Yeah.
So that's Stephen Brewer. Used to play guitar in Westfield Massacre. Now he's playing bass in the band. Really close friend. He played some leads and some rhythm guitars on my acoustic album, actually.
Yeah.
So we kind of have, you know, cool creative history before Lions at the Gate. And that's Aru Luster, who played in Machine Head and also Horde of Torment, I think was his Bay Area thrash metal band.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've been writing with Aru for many years, so it feels really natural, really cool to still be working with him, but just with a different kind of spin. This is Fernando Limas, an amazing drummer who we are incredibly blessed to have in the band. And actually, Aru found him online.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he was just online checking out musicians, and His YouTube videos came up. He's got like a big YouTube following, and drummers look up to him online and in person. I mean,
Yeah, that's
he's
crazy,
an
man.
amazing player.
Yeah, man. Back in the day, they'd find it like in the back of a one ad, or like.
And now YouTube is like
YouTube's
like the one ad. Yeah, for sure. And this is Diego, who pretty much, was like the godfather of project, made sure that it got started right, that everybody wanted to be a part of it. And, without him, the ball would have really never got rolling, because him and Steve were the ones that first started getting together, writing songs together. And by the time they had a couple songs, I was like, whoa, these songs are good,
Who reached out to you to sing?
It was Diego. Basically Diego felt that Aru, him and I should stay together and keep creating together. But it got a slow start. Diego started writing with Steven, and a couple of songs came to be, and then Aru brought some songs to the table. And I got to give Aru props for being able to come into the project and really gel into it, because there were a couple songs written before he came in, but the songs he brought to the table were absolutely amazing.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm incredibly blessed to be in the band, dude, to be honest,
Dude, this sounds
It was
good.
either we got to do something cool, or I'll just do the acoustic thing. I'm fine.
Oh, yeah? So if this didn't happen, you just keep doing acoustic. Are you going to do another acoustic?
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple of singles that Chesky wants to release off the acoustic album still.
You should do that live,
I'd
man.
love to.
Would you do it live?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool, man.
Absolutely. There was acoustic shows that were set up, but they had to be moved about 4 times before it was like, all right, well, let's just hold on.
Playing acoustic, would you get nervous out there? I mean, when it's just you and a guitar, I mean, you're so out in the front. I don't know, man.
I might. I don't know. I might.
Oh, I don't want to mess with you, man. I'm putting your mind now. No, you do good, dude.
I'm just gonna fall over, pop all the strings
Start
at once.
sweating profusely, just fall over.
I sweat profusely.
Me too,
I could
man.
be sitting down and sweat profusely.
But dude, man, I grew up listening to you, so it's amazing that you're here, man. It means the world to me. I've seen you live a ton of times, man.
It's a blessing to be here with you, man. I love your format and your show, and
Thank
the way
you,
you
dude.
go about it, and the people you have on, I think you've had a couple of my cool friends on, so that in itself is like, this dude is legit.
Oh man, yeah. One of the first people I had on was Bones from Suck Mojo, man. That was the hardest part, is getting the show started. But once I started getting artists on there, it kind of
So you had a local homie
Yeah,
come on, right
dude.
on. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's a cool way to start the show.
And then we traveled some, man. We went to Vegas and had Corey on, so that was an whole nother level. I'm like, man, I can't believe this is happening. But having you on, man, it's awesome, brother. I really appreciate it, bro.
I'm blessed to be on here, dude. And, to be able to just talk about the new project with you, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
dude.
And I'm incredibly grateful you invited me.
I'm grateful
here
you're here too, man. You're the man, dude. Thanks for being on the show, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, yeah.